Hey everyone, I'm Mordechai. I go by Mr. Mord on the internet. I'm here to talk about suits and how the celebrities are wearing them. First up, we're going to show you some blazers and shorts, aka short suits. When I think a suit doesn't have to be the exact same color or even the same fabric. I think a khaki mismatched suit or the fact that a short and jacket work together, we'll call that a suit in 2019. Again, I love the navy blazer paired with gray, classic. White socks with penny loafers, also classic. A white polo instead of a button-up, great way to do shorts, keeping it kind of athletic and not taking it too seriously with a button-up shirt or a button-up shirt and tie or a bow tie with shorts. The crest on the blazer, I think, also gives it an athletic feel. Polo match, the tennis club. I really like how Pharrell is a sort of spokesperson, maybe the first to do it in that music category or in any music category, to pull up on stage in shorts and a blazer. It takes menswear in a fun, sporty way on stage. And I think that's what it's about, having fun and not taking yourself too seriously. I mean, he's not a banker, he's not a lawyer, he's not a doctor. He doesn't need to be wearing full-on trousers and a suit jacket that fits perfectly. Western's having a moment. I love Western. I think I'm a cowboy. I think all guys might have either wanted to be firemen or cowboys at one time. When I do put a cowboy hat on, I say I want to wear this every single day. All of a sudden, Post Malone appears in this like baby rose, blush pink, I don't even know what we'll call it. I love all the silver studs that kind of make stars into a pattern, and it's not multicolored, it doesn't cheapen it. I also love that instead of a typical blazer or even a Western blazer, he's wearing a sort of Western jacket. It's a sort of like milkman from the 50s, James Dean Drizzler, gas station attendant mechanic jacket that works so well in a Western look. Of course, the belt being the exact same color as the suit and boots really help. And I like how he's doing it with a t-shirt or tank top and not a Western shirt. So it's full-on cowboy, but it's not costuming to me because there's no hat. I love a moment on the street that's theatrical, but it might be hard for your average dude, your regular guy, to go to school, to go to work in a full-on Western kit. If you throw on Chuck Taylors instead of the boots, might be easier. If you untuck the shirt and you're not showing off the flashy Western belt, might be a little bit easier, but he's killing it. NUDIE Cohen was a celebrity Western costumer. He did movies as well as dressed a lot of musicians back in the day, and he became the Western tailor. I like this category because it's sort of, having fun with a tuxedo without being too loud. Here I'm seeing a young guy, and he's doing it really well. I love the length of the tuxedo jacket. It's not shrunken. I love the big, bow tie. I love the shawl collar with the sweeping hair. The cowboy hat on the knee, sort of like, look at all my turquoise. He's young, he's having fun. Other gentleman is wearing a bolo, I believe, or some sort of string tie, probably a bolo. I want to hope it's a bolo. And I like the length because it's not just like up here when you're 90 and really heavy as a grown man. The bolo's right up high, kind of, like he wore the same tie for 30, 40 years. But this is sort of long and lean, and it's barely there. They might be wearing cowboy boots, they might not. That's not the focus. The focus to me is it's a black tuxedo, and we're living in a time where men at most of these award ceremonies are barely wearing black tie in the traditional sense. So the fact that these guys are actually wearing collared shirts, the fact that they're wearing suits, praise them. I have a really hard time watching the award ceremonies. I feel like I'm 90, old, dodgy, stodgy, whatever the word is, at a men's club watching and just like oy vey, SMH, LOL, and all those expressions. I love tradition. Feminine details, borrowed from the girls, gender neutral, gender fluid, call it what you will. It's here, it's happening, it's pretty cool, it's out of the box. Again, it's guys having fun, and I support that. The babushka, which I believe means grandmother in Russian, to me, I'm not Russian, but there were a lot of babushkas in the neighborhood. I think that's where it comes from. It's so cool. It's killer. And, you don't have to wear anything else loud. You can wear Ferragamo, Chanel, Versace, Gucci, any one of those loud prints, and then everything else you wear can kind of blend right in. He's going double with the feminine hits, with that sort of long floral robe coat, and that works well together. It looks like he might even be wearing 2 or 3 babushkas, but it's pretty cool. I'm schwitzing just looking and thinking of these photos. You know, I'm not a heavy sweater by any means, but I'm just an average guy, and with lights and makeup and red carpets, which I don't know much about. I've never walked a red carpet, maybe once. I love how, you know, Ferg did it. ASAP Ferg, he wore it long and blousy and open, and the sleeves, while they look silky, they almost look like a Comme des Garçons, you know, who I think owns the mixed fabrication the best. It looks like this is actually shirting, so that's okay. So the pit, he's sweating it as a shirt. I like 2 Chainz shawl collar lapel that's a very sort of anti-fit jacket, and I say that because he's swimming in it in a good way. It's not big by any means, the collar, but it doesn't look oversized on him. It's perfect, but this is sort of its own necklace. I want to peek and say, hey, are you wearing something underneath? Because to me, that's shirtless, but with the giant medallion and all the chains, you kind of don't even notice that it's shirtless, and I like that. This look with the all-over motif, the double-breasted open is unique to me. And, you know, while Ferg wore his open, and I really like it, I like this guy's open too. If you're wearing a suit open with no shirt, you better be confident as fuck. And that shit should just be swimming. It should just be like second skin. It shouldn't be like it's wearing you gotta wear it. I don't want to see it on the street. I definitely don't want to sit next to you at dinner. I might want to dance with you, maybe on the dance floor. I like these colors because they're not bright. They're not super pastel-y Easter. They're muted tones. It's kind of a lilac, not a purple. It's a mustardy yellow that's been washed out, mixed with a taupe jacket. It's a taupe suit with a khaki shirt. So it's screaming color by all means, but it's having fun without being too colorful. I like that. Silk printed button-ups. I love a button-up. I love silk. I love a men's blouse. And I think this trend of patterned shirts, specifically floral, are having a huge moment, and I love it. It's no matter of your body type, big, small, short, tall, it acts as a tie almost. It dresses up any boring suit. You almost don't even need a jacket with it because it becomes its own thing. I like it when you can see the all over print and it's not abstract of a beach scene and tennis court, because if we can't see it, what's the point? I like it tucked. I love it untucked. Traditional. I love a 3-piece suit. Any day of the week, any event. The pocket watch fob from the vest going into the pocket watch pocket. Great accents, pocket square and a boutonniere, peak lapel. I love a contrast vest. It's really nice to see white under the blue suit. He's showing a lot of tie. It's a very low vest. The tie bar, not sure if it should be a tad higher or maybe disappear. I don't know if a tie bar is necessary, if it's maybe one doodad too much. But again, it's really nice to see men in traditional attire. I'm not exactly sure what Ryan Reynolds is doing. I love a vest, but I'm wondering where the jacket is. Is it thrown to the assistant real quick, hold that, I'm sweating? Or no, this is the look. I thought that a man wears a vest as an usher in a movie theater, as a waiter, busboy. When you hit the streets, if you're wearing a vest or a tie, you probably want a jacket with it. But in this case, he looks pretty comfortable without it. When I first saw the harness, I was hoping that it had some, secret pockets. I know they're not carrying a gun, maybe a couple joints, maybe a lighter, maybe slim pocket for the phone. I like it because it's black and blends in with what he's wearing. It's not white and it doesn't stand out. Sure, it's sort of flowery and I'm not sure what that fabric is, so it's different than what he's wearing, but it's different, It's not just another jacket and it's not a vest. So call it what you want. It's a trend, it's happening, but for him, I actually really liked it. I want to say wear the suit, don't let the suit wear you, but you won't know that until you take the selfie and send it to me for approval, or your loved one, because salesmen lie. Not all of them, but they're going to tell you what's in inventory, they're going to tell you what they want to sell and maybe get commission on, so you got to go to a really trusty person. And please, by all means, send me pics and I'll give you my approval, thumbs up, thumbs down, but I would definitely err in the side of oversized, not schlumpy and unnecessary frumpiness, but anything but shrunken.